Response. Let's speak to their allies. Dr. Kaushal Kant, spokesperson for the BJP, Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson for the Samajwadi Party, an ally in the INDIA of the Congress, and Professor Sangeet Kumar Ragi, a columnist. All of them are with us tonight. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on the show. All right, I'm going to take my first question to Ghanshyam Tiwari ji. He's a spokesperson for the Samajwadi Party. Mr. Tiwari, sir, before we go ahead, since the issue on hand is the Ram Mandir and the inauguration, let me just ask you, sir. Dimple Yadav has said that if an invitation was given, the Samajwadi Party will attend. Can I take that as the Samajwadi Party's official stance?
Good evening to you, the viewers and fellow co-panelists, Toya. Three things are important. One is that we have always held that our religion, our faith is a personal choice, and it has to be exercised with the personal freedom. And to that extent, every one of us hold our faith in the same way. Except Bharatiya Janata Party, nobody goes around brandishing their faith for political propaganda. And what Dimple ji has said is a stand for anybody who respects their own faith and who respects their faith.
Okay, sir. So that is a yes?
Yes. If anyone is invited, it is part of their faith. They will go to a temple at the point that they would like to go to. And I don't think that any party issues a whip to people. BJP would want to issue a diktat to everyone in India when they should get up, which temple they should go to, what should they wear, who should they go out with, what should they eat. But no political party in India issues a whip on who should go to a temple and who should not.
Okay,
Have you heard any such whip?
Let me get a quick word, sir, and to answer to you, I have not heard any whip, but let me go over to each of our other two guests. To get a clear word from both of them, I want to get a quick sentiment first, a sentiment check, then we'll come to each of you for deeper questions. Let's go over to Professor Sangeet Kumar Ragi. Sir, you've heard the interview that we just saw play out with T.S. Singh Deo, the former Deputy Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. He's a senior Congress leader. And it's interesting because we took that question to him a few times. What is the Congress's stance? Are they attending? Are they not attending? We also said, look, because at this point you have a few associates of allies, questions out there about what the answer is here from the Congress. There's a big question mark on it. But no answer coming in. He said, we'll take our time. How do you see this?
Let me dismantle first that your religious or your caste identity is both individual and collective. When does it slips into the collective identity, you don't know. So Akhilesh Yadav has a particular caste, he belongs to a Yadav community, and then he invokes, the moment he invokes the caste identity, it becomes a collective identity. So first, I think that the answer that has come from Ghanshyam Tiwari is false. Number two, I think that the Congress is under tremendous pressure, and so is Samajwadi Party. All the political parties, non-BJP political formations are competing against each other to consolidate and polarize the Muslim vote bank. The problem with the Congress party is that it doesn't have to respond to itself. It doesn't have to respond to its core ideology. It has to respond to its allies' ideology. The moment Congress takes a side or goes even for the soft Hindutva, you must have heard its ally in Kerala is asking the question and putting this question that, look, you have experimented with soft Hindutva, you failed bitterly in 2019 elections. Similarly, other allies would what it happened, what is the reason behind this stoic silence of the Congress party that Swami Prasad Maurya is, went against Goswami Tulsidas Ramcharitmanas, questioning the whole scripture, and the Congress party maintained a stoic silence. So is the case with Lalu Prasad Yadav minister. There from somebody from the RJD, somebody from, forget about that. Even Mallikarjun Kharge's son is questioning the Indian scriptures, and the Congress party doesn't muster courage to respond to them. So Congress party is basically under dilemma. You will be seeing it is in a case of, the dilemma is of where to go, what is the direction, what will be the direction of the Congress party. And it finds that it is completely in a state of dereliction. dereliction in the sense that it doesn't have any kind of idea which way it has to go. You know, at least Samajwadi Party knows that it has to consolidate the Muslim and Muslim and you know, there is a one community, Yadav community, and the Muslim community they have to mobilize. But the Congress Party as a national party doesn't know which constituents of the social community it has to mobilize and in which state. And that is why you will finding that Ram Mandir movement has always been a part of, from Palampur onward, it has been on the agenda of the BJP. Congress has been asking again and again, when are you declaring the date for construction of the Ram?
You there. Let me just ask you just to wait with us for a second. I want to go over right now to Dr. Kaushal Mishra. He's from the BJP. Sir, I want to ask you, one of the points that Shashi Tharoor made yesterday was he said, look, we do want to go to the Ram Mandir and we will go, but why do we need to go on this date? We'll go when the Shor Sharaba is done, essentially. He said when the celebration is done, we'll go on our own terms. You had a similar statement right now come in the interview we conducted with T.S. Singh Deo. What was the need to go in the political event? We'll go in our own timeline. Now, the reason I'm asking you this, Dr. Kant, is because every time we've spoken to the BJP, they've said that the Congress is confused. They're all over the place. But I want to ask you, sir, this seems like a pretty pointed response. They're saying we will come. We do respect it. We just won't come at the political point. So what do you have to make of it?
Toya, actually Congress is always against the Hindutva and they don't know what is the significance of Mahurat. The Mahurat which is there for few seconds only. That is important. They don't know anything about Hindutva. They don't know anything about how the Mahurat comes and how much importance it has got. Even the T.S. Singh Deo was itself is saying when the people feel that time is correct, then they will come. But here the time is best for Ram temple and that is the Mahurat. The Congress will never understand why the Mahurat is important because they are chunavi Hindu, not the real Hindu. This is one. Two, the Congress leader was, you asked the question about the Kerala IUML was asking. Congress has opened one shop, what they call Mohabbat Ki Dukaan. And in that Mohabbat Ki Dukaan, one salesman of IUML is there and what they say, kill Hindus and hang them in their temples. This is their salesman in Mohabbat Ki Dukaan. And that is why Congress is confused because they don't know what to do. Yes, at least Samajwadi is clear that to whom they should address. They are addressing they have decided that they will come to the event. At least they know little bit. But Congress is totally confused.
Okay, sir, I didn't understand your IUML example, but sir, one second. Doctor, I do want to understand from you. If you could just give me a succinct answer here to 1 second. If when you have Shashi Tharoor, for example, saying, I'll come at a different moment, I do want to come. And Shashi Tharoor, and frankly, we're going to bring up the list of Congress leaders that have been quite open about their leanings, their practicing of the religion. What is wrong with them saying this, sir? You're saying they're not respecting the Mahurat. But beyond that, sir, what else?
That is what is most important. This event, this Mahurat is come for after 500 years